everybody, and welcome to your guided messages for today. I hope you're all well. If you're new to our channel, my name is Linda Williams, and you're very, very welcome. If you're returning, it's lovely to see you again. So these are guided messages from the spirit realm. Many of you will resonate with all of them. Some of you may resonate with just part of it. But we do ask you to share these videos if you would, because they are just channeled through from spirit. They're not for star signs. They're just inspirational messages that come through for everybody to listen to. So we're going to start off like we always do with a message about what is it that we need to let go of. And I will say we a lot because this message is also for me. Even though I'm channeling it through, this is also applies to me as well because I'm one of you, aren't I? And what they've given us for our letting go is fear is healed by love. And it is. As we consistently let go of resisting our fears and allow them to be surrendered, the energy that was tied up in the fear is relinquished, so it's released, and now becomes available to shine forth as the energy of love. So what this is saying to us is that we really do need to be coming from the heart center. We need to be coming from a center of love. We mustn't allow fear to get in our way or at all in life. I'm always saying to people, fear will hold you back. Fear will keep you stagnant. Fear is in our thoughts. It's not real. Replace fear with faith. Replace your fear with faith. And, of course, because I do believe very strongly in the power of tapping, EFT, Emotional Freedom Technique, I'm always pointing out to you that the fear meridians are here. This is your fear meridian, the collarbone. So if you're going through any form of fear at the moment, if you're feeling fearful, if you're in an environment where, unfortunately, you are being made to be afraid, then remember you can always tap here, and in your mindset to yourself, you can say, I have no fear. I have no fear. Even if you do have fear, even if you are afraid, you just say, I have no fear. I have no fear. And then that fear will be eliminated by the tapping. Fear is a terrible thing. It is not good. We've all struggled with it throughout our lives. At some stage, we've had fear in our life, and it is extremely debilitating. It holds us back. We can't make the right choices. We don't think right. It's just very, very bad. So eliminate. Go into your heart center. I am full of love. I have no fear. I am full of love, and it will make a difference. So let's have a look, shall we, and see what it is that we are being guided to today. What is Spirit wanting to guide us with today? So we do ask that they give us their guidance. Turn the deck the right way up. Okay. Okay, let's see. Right. Now, some of us, not all of us, but some of us really do need to take some time out. We really do need to take some time out because we are going through, some of us are going through a little bit of difficulty when it comes to maybe our health even. So let's have a look, shall we, and see what Spirit is wanting to talk to us about today. So when it comes to the major arcanas, temperance is one of them, and the major arcanas are very powerful. So they are a very strong message. They are a very strong message compared to the minor arcana of the decks. So this is her look. Whenever I look at this, the first thing I've always thought of is tipping in her toe. It's as if she's tipping her toe in just to see how it feels. And maybe you're doing that at the moment. Maybe you're going through a little bit of emotional stuff and you're being very cautious. Maybe being a bit cautious. That's not a bad thing. We should always be cautious. We should never jump in, should we? And things like that. But what she's doing here is she's just trying to decide. Look, she's like this. And we have water, so we have emotion, don't we? And we have the Queen of Cups, which is emotion. So it's very possible that many of you out there are going through an indecisive time where you are trying to decide what should I do, which way should I go. And I feel that it could be and probably is an emotional journey that you're on. The Queen of Cups is a very powerful intuitive. The message about this cup more than anything is trusting, having faith and trusting your intuition. Okay, not doubting it in any way at all. Temperance has beautiful, beautiful sun in the background there shining on her. Even though she's weighing things up, the sun is ready, it's rising, the sun's rising, ready to shine on her. So I get success. I'm picking up a lot of success around this message here today. So whatever it is you're thinking of doing, whatever it is you're mulling over, look, she's an angel. Look at the wings. The angelic realm. The angelic realm is watching over you. The angelic realm is there to help you. And if you are going through some emotional stuff at the moment, they are there. They are there to help to see you through. Because we have water in both these cards. So I feel many of you are going through a bit of an emotional time at the moment. But, we have the Wheel of Fortune. And so what this is saying, even though you may be going through these difficult times, there's a fortuitous times ahead. So these are opportunities. For many of you, there are some opportunities coming. And I'm also being told that there could also be a situation around you where some things may be coming back into your life that you've dealt with before. Maybe some things from the past, maybe some people from the past may be coming back around again for you to have to decide which way you want to go. I know that many of you are being very patient. So when we look at the Hangman, this is a message about maybe we need to be patient here. Maybe we need to just not give up, especially on what it is that we are planning, what it is that we're trying to get off the ground. Many of us have already started things like this. We've started to grow. We've started to new beginnings. We've started to put things into play. We're trying to get things off the ground. And we have been patient, but we also need to be patient a little bit longer. We just need to be patient a little bit longer. And we need to make sure we look after ourselves. We need to make sure that we look after ourselves, because if we get too stressed out about trying to get things off the ground, if we're putting a lot of time in, if it's being very frustrating, we're trying to be patient, but not everything is going the way we want to, we can get overly stressed. And we need to make sure that we think things out. We need to make sure that we think about all the things that are going on in our life at the moment when it comes to this growth, because the swords are our mindset, is what we're thinking about. And he's laying there, and he looks like, he's a little bit forlorn, but in actual fact, what he's doing, he's just taking his time, thinking carefully. He's thinking about things. Look, some of you could be waking up in the night, and you could have things coming into your head. Maybe you've got a lot of things going on around you in your mindset at the moment. That is also very possible. And it's also possible that what you're thinking about, what you're trying to plan, is moving ahead and getting things going. Getting going in your future, starting these new beginnings. If this is business, if you're a new adventure, maybe a lot of it's going around in your head, and maybe you just need to Maybe you just need to do this. Just lay back for a while. Just take time out. Take time out to think things over. And if you've been going through a lot of stress with trying to get all these things up and running, well, take time out to build your energy up again and get yourself in the correct mindset. Get your head in the right place. One thing we look at when we see the Four of one thing I see when I look at the Four of Cups is I think this guy, look, he's hanging on to his money like it's the most important thing to him in life. And he really is hanging on like mad, isn't he? And when he sits below the hangman, this can be saying to us that we need to be patient when it comes to the growth. Hang on to what we've got. Yes, if we have to. If we're in a position where we need to hang on to our pennies until better times, well, that's okay. And it's also about being patient and waiting for all of this to grow as well. So patience is the big thing here. The King of Wands and the Six of Wands. Oh, sorry, the Nine of Wands. I've got back to front here. We've got the Wands and we've got the King of Wands. Now this fellow here, he's really, really standing his ground. He's been through a few difficulties. It hasn't been the easiest of journeys. No, it hasn't been the easiest journey. He's feeling as though he's a little bit battered and bruised. However, look at all the growth that's around him. And he really has been fighting to get ahead. He's really been working hard. It has been difficult. It has been hard. Some of you could have been really working really hard. You've been trying very hard to get on wherever you're working, or it could be your own business, in life in general. But there's a lot of growth around him. He's really achieved a great deal. And I'm sure that, this is saying to us that Spirit is saying, well, you have achieved a great deal already. You may not be quite where you want to go. You may not have reached the end of the journey, but what I'm being told to say to you is that the journey is only just beginning. So the journey is only just beginning for many of us. And even though it's been a bit of a battle for us, even though we've had to really stick to our guns, get through this, get through the stress of it all, the anxiety of it all, because that is sitting here as well. He's now, he's been there now. He's come to a standstill now. He's standing there and he's saying, well, look at what I've accomplished. Look at what I've accomplished. Okay, it hasn't been easy. It hasn't been easy financially. It's been difficult. I've had to hang on to every penny to get to where I am today. And that could still be the case, where you're still having to hang on to every spare penny because of the difficulty that you have been going through. But when we look at the King of Wands, this is saying to us, well, you know what? This is somebody who's very accomplished. And so we are being told you have the tools. You are very accomplished. You know what you're doing. You know how to put things into place. You know how to achieve things. You've achieved things in the past and you can achieve things in the future. And so all of this growth that's around us at this moment, this is the positive message that we are still going to be building in our future. This is a situation where all we have to do is stand our ground and keep at it. Just keep at it. And the benefits will flow through. Now, God is saying to us all, it's not long now. He just said it's not long now. So that's a nice. It's not long now. Okay. Excuse me. I want to ask for a message from my Major Arcana deck that I have popped over here, and so just want to ask there if we could get a message from this deck here, which is my private deck, my very, very favourite private deck. It's the only deck that nobody else is allowed to touch, nobody ever has. But it is a wonderful deck, and I get my daily message each morning. And so that's why I trust it so implicitly, because it gives me wonderful messages each day. And what we've been given here is you need to balance. There is a need for balance and moderation here. Cooperation and compromise. Wait for perfect timing. Now, wait for perfect timing. Be patient. Be patient. He's hanging around waiting, isn't he? Well, we need to wait for perfect timing. We may have to wait a little bit to get to where we're really heading. And so this is, maybe we need to compromise a little bit. Maybe we need to be more cooperative. That's very possible. It's always a good thing to be cooperative, isn't it? And, there may be a need to just bring things into balance and moderation a little bit more. The message, wait for perfect timing. We need to wait. The Spirit is saying, just hang in there, wait for the right time because it's on its way, it is coming. And he's saying, you will know when it's the right time. So be patient, okay? Don't rush in on things at the moment. You will be safe and secure, just that you don't have to rush in on anything. You will be safe and secure. Now, our animal deck is always a wonderful deck for getting messages. And so we're going to ask, could you please give us some guidance today on this general reading that's out there for everybody? All right. Thank you so much. Wow. So once things start happening, they're going to happen very fast. They're going to happen very, very fast. Okay. So what we've got here is we've got the knight, and we know knights are action. Look at it. This is the knight of swords. This is the knight of swords. This thing is really taking off. Once they do, it's going to be fantastic. So this is about, this is about being driven. And not being too impulsive. Try not to be too impulsive. Get ready for progress to speed up. Get ready because things are about once that timing is right. Get ready because things will take off. They're going to take off really quickly. And I'm being told to say too that what they're saying to us is that it's going to be a surprise in some ways that things just turn around overnight. Is how he's putting it. It's like, well, gee, how come that happened? Look at that. All of a sudden, boom. It's like, it's like being shown fireworks, a celebration of fireworks. Get ready for progress to speed up. This situation requires you to choose logic and intellect over emotion to make your decisions quickly. This is also about deciding. Don't be afraid to decide. Don't be afraid to make a decision. Because you've put enough thought into it. You've been thinking for a while, haven't you? We have been thinking for a while about making a decision about something. He's not rushing, and look, he's taking his time. He knows that he has the help if he needs it. There are people there waiting for him to decide, and then they're going to step up and help. So this is about, everything happening very quickly. But at the same time, we have to make sure we don't rush it like crazy. So we've got to be patient. We must be patient. And also it's about being focused. Be very, very focused. Focused. Thoughts are all of our mindset. Thoughts are our mindset. So stay focused and know that everything is eventually going to come into play. Feel patience is one of the biggest messages here. Picking up that the patience is very important. Okay, so I want to ask, what else would you like to give today for their message? This is the Divine Guidance deck. Make sure it's not upside down. And let's see what else they want to give us today. So this is your Divine Guidance. divine guidance, please. Do you believe in happiness? Oh, I do. Yes, I do. I believe in happiness. I think we all should believe in happiness, didn't we? We should believe that. Some people believe that things or people will make them happy. Have you ever thought to simply just believe in happiness and make a choice to be happy? Let yourself live in happiness. You do not need to seek it. Well, that would have to be one of the nicest messages, everybody. Have you ever thought to simply just believe in happiness and make the choice to be happy? You decide, do you want to be happy? You want to be sad? Do you want to be miserable? You want to be negative? What do you want to be? I want to be happy. I want to be positive. So you can say, I am happy within. You can tell yourself to be happy. Affirmations are one of the most powerful tools we can use. Believe me, I use them every day. I'm so grateful I'm a happy person. Even if you're not, even if you do have negative times, because some people do, that's the time to say, I am happy. I choose to be happy. I choose to be happy. Let yourself live in happiness. You do not need to seek it. It's there. It is there. And so let's have a look and see what Spirit wants to give us with the rest of this message here. What else would you like to give us today? This message of, this message is for you. What else would you like to? What other messages would you like to give us, please? We appreciate this. Thank you so much. The time is now. New beginnings and a fresh start. The time is now. New beginnings and a fresh start. Some of you is a relationship here. So we've also got the marriage and the wedding card. There's also new beginnings and a fresh start for some of you around career. We do have the decision card. Decision card is here. So some of you, right now, you're trying to decide on something, aren't you? You're trying to make a choice. If it's a relationship, if it's going ahead with a relationship, then you have to confront your fears, because some of you are carrying fear. I mean, you can't go into a relationship with fear in your heart. You have to you have to be happy, and you have to fear is healed by love. So if you're a little bit fearful, a little bit worried, but you really like this person, then this person could be the thing that one thing that heals you is their love. Okay. Some of you may also be going into a contract around career at this moment. And again, you're being told not to be afraid to do this. I feel that there could be some challenges around some of you in regard to this. But what you need to know is that next January and February is going to be very, very different, because next January and February, there's a moving on around you. There's definitely moving on. And there's big changes coming. Very big changes coming. There's happiness, joy, and celebration. There's also good fortune and windfall around next January, February. And this is also about your career. Because it's in the same row, we're talking about a relationship too, a very healthy relationship. So the most important message here, confront your fears, because these messages are coming to you, those of you who are in this situation, but you're a little bit fearful. So this is what these messages are for, those of you who are a bit fearful. So don't be afraid to commit to something. Don't be afraid to commit to make maybe a new career, or don't be afraid to make big changes around the career, especially if there's a lot of challenges, obstacles and delays all around you when it comes to career, because some of you are also experiencing that at the moment. You're experiencing that too, and you're considering moving on. And maybe you need to. Maybe you do need to move on. Maybe you need to make a clean sweep of things and close the door on something today, or at this initial stage when you get this message here. There's big changes ahead. There's very, very positive changes ahead, and there's also a celebration ahead. But I do have many of you moving on, moving forward because of the stagnation that's around you. And so hit the fears on the head. I've explained to you how to get rid of fear. These are the meridians. I have no fear. I have no fear. Those of you who are a bit nervous about this relationship, you just take your time. You don't rush in. You don't rush in. You be patient. Be patient. Take your time. Simple as that. But it's possible things could take off very fast. It's very possible. But don't rush it. Don't rush in on it. If it's a relationship, don't rush in. Just take your time. If it's meant to be, it'll be fine. If it's meant to be. But you take your time, you notice the red flags very early in the piece, whereas if you rush in, I don't know if you can miss them. When it comes to your career, I know that some of you out there that are watching this, there are quite a few obstacles around you when it comes to your career. But I want to tell you now, there's some big opportunities coming your way. There's some very big opportunities coming your way when it comes to even your own business. There's some very positive opportunity coming up. So in the next 12 months, there's going to be three opportunities that will present themselves. So these will be doors that will open. And my guide is saying, you may not step in all three of them, but you need to consider all three of them. And I believe that you will take up at least two of those opportunities, but look into them. Look into the opportunities that Spirit is bringing your way. Now, I'm just going to ask for a numbers card because I love this deck, this numbers deck. It does very often affirm everything that we've just talked about. Very often mentions everything that we've just talked about, which is really good because it just confirms a lot of things that what Spirit's given to you. So we'll have a little look at what they want to give us today. Very good number 3, one of the most powerful numbers on the planet. Throughout the world, there are millions and millions and millions of threes. And I actually watched a documentary on the power of number 3. See if you can find it. And it shows all over the world how lots of things are sets as 3. 3 is a very powerful number. With an open and aware heart, you cultivate harmony within your mind, body, and spirit. Embrace the energy of pure joy and let your lightheartedness guide you. Your soul is called to express itself creatively and live life to the fullest. Guided by the divine light within you, you are being to live your life to the fullest, guided by the divine light within you. This is about unity. This is also, number 3 is a card of celebration. Number 3 is the card of celebration. The tarot deck, isn't it? Three women standing there celebrating. So it's also a time of celebration. And also unity is working with others and cooperating with others as well. Cooperating, working things out. Now that's another great message. Maybe you need to cooperate with others. Maybe you need to work some things out. When we looked at the balance, the balance card said there's a need for balance and moderation, cooperation and compromise. Wait for perfect time, but cooperation and compromise. So it's important. And number 3 is all about the ascended masters being near you. They are responding to your prayers. They want to help. So put it out there. If you're doubting anything, if you're unsure, look for the guidance that is on offer to you any minute of the day. Your guide, your teacher, your great, your angels. They're there waiting for you to ask. Once you ask, they answer. So always ask for guidance. If you're uncertain about anything, ask Spirit to guide you and to help you. It's very important that you have that faith because they're just there waiting, for you to call. Okay, this has been a nice message, hasn't it? So if you would like to share this video, that would be wonderful. Share it on your social media platform, because then you become a messenger too, don't you? And you might, if you help one person, if you send this out and one person needs to hear this and they hear it, then you've helped that person. And that's the way we have to look at it, isn't it? If you give us a like, that would help our channel. It's wonderful. Um, and remember, we put out lots of different types of videos every week. We put out. We're releasing the bonus readings for October, I think tomorrow. And of course, we do our 3 cards where you choose 1, 2, or 3. They're always exciting to do, and lots of other things too. So take care. I hope this has helped you in some way. I hope this Spirit's guidance has encouraged you or helped you in some way in life. Please take care of yourself, and I look forward to seeing you next time. And please, I love your comments. Please let me know how this resonated with you, how it helped, because that it helps me to know that we are doing the right thing for humanity. Bye bye for now. Bye.